and
Let's
also
go.
streaming Boss Fighters, which their token or something just launched today. I don't even remember. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, so they just had their
Oh, he's right
Play to
behind me.
Earn gaming event, or excuse me, their token drop event where you could play and get. I
Right
believe
above
they're still doing it. It started at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they again we've been in the open loot ecosystem for a long time. We've been playing big time for a couple of years now with you guys.
you. Ooh, look at
And
that
Big
one.
Time's been a pretty awesome project as far as just getting into groups, having fun, and earning some money through playing, which has been pretty substantial for some people. And it's just we are really noticing that a lot of these games are turning into ecosystems, like gaming ecosystems. They're not just one game because really what we're noticing happening is those singular games end up failing because let's face it, in the real world, like there are game publishers for a reason. They launch many different games under one umbrella, and those are the big companies that are successful. So what one thing we really like to do here with a lot of the Web3 games is we want to look into ecosystems, like gaming companies that are launching multiple games that have multiple ecosystem, like multiple projects and economies that are different or contribute different value for different players. We have really kind of stayed away from a lot of the open loot stuff lately. And we reached out to some of the guilds. We do weekly meetings with the other big time guilds and some of the other people that are in um, the different projects that we're working with. And they were really talking positively about boss fighters as far as like free to play earning, as far as pay to play earning, and just the game in general. I mean, they've been playing big time for years, guys, and they were some of the earliest investors. And while they do still play, they're taking boss fighters really serious, and it's because um, they see a lot of potential in it. They see a lot of similarities between big time, but also a lot of improvement. So we really are kind of excited to kind of get into, doing a little bit more within the open ecosystem, and as well as getting some different things that are going to get you access to the game as well. Because we've been talking to the other guilds, and we're thinking of reaching out to other guilds and other teams to maybe give you guys some get you into the game.
So yeah, one of the reasons the guys over at VIG and Big Time United and what's the shoot, what's the other one?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
Big time
we had a
United
meeting
is
with like 9 people yesterday, but they one of the reasons they're really liking um, boss fighters. Um, it's not understand that while it's on the open loot ecosystem, it is not done by the same. It's not created by the same team that created Big Time, although it's under the same kind of umbrella. But the guys that have been working on that, kind of took the lessons from Big Time about the economy and the in-game token and stuff like that. There are similarities. There are there are items that correspond to like time wardens and stuff like that that can increase your token winning and stuff. But the free to play game is a whole lot more accessible than in big time. Really, you can play big time free to play, but in order to really have a chance to earn tokens or make any type of money, you really do need to spend at least a little bit of money. But on boss fighters, you can literally start. And yeah, you can upgrade your character with perks and stuff that will increase your ability to earn, but you can earn right out of the gate. And the guys that we've been talking with, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, we had one of the guys from VIG come in, and he ended up offering someone an hourglass to use on big time that had like 300 hours on it. It was like an epic hourglass, um, which you can rent for like if you wanted to go rent one right now with that much time on it, you're probably looking at spending $20. Scorch, congratulations! About time. Our one of our OGs won a game, but they also
well,
have
yeah.
the VIG specifically is the one I'm talking about. they're a sponsored guild for boss fighters, and what that means is they have for people that they onboard into the game, they get a little kickback. But the way they do that is they have a bunch of high level stuff. If you're familiar with the big time ecosystem, they have a bunch of legendaries and mythics and epics and all these things that they're basically quote renting out for as cheap as possible. But it's basically a whole setup. Imagine in big time getting
What
a
was that?
whole armor set and a whole set of hourglasses to play the game. They're renting stuff out for like $10 that would normally be $200, $300 worth of rentals to people that will come in and play. Basically, they get a referral bonus, but they're giving away for just a ridiculously low cost rental um, all the stuff you need to really start actually making some money. So we will have them on in the very near future to walk us through how to make the most out of this game, out of boss fighters, because we really do want to find these games that you can play for no cost entry and actually make some money.
And that's the thing, guys. Like we know there's a lot of games there that you can spend quite a bit of money and make quite a bit of money. As the Time Wardens are a great example of this, but we do know that some people are really just trying to get into some games that they can play for a couple rounds and just make some extra money. So like we think this is a really good ecosystem, even for pay to play players. Like a lot going on in the OpenLoot ecosystem. So it's just we are, and some of the other games, they're not lucrative, I guess, but Boss Fighters is kind of at this point up there with Big Time. Like they're doing pretty well, and as we know, like Illuvium is kind of in a lull right now. They got a lot of
Oh,
coming
hey, wait a
soon,
minute,
but
Scorchman, are you a holder? Is that a little fish next to your name? Did you did
ooh,
you know
Yes, I am a
Did
correct
you
holder.
know there's a fourth prize option for holders tonight?
Oh, and what would that be?
Would you like a
Explain.
hot sauce?
oh,
And
dude,
Corio, I see you there. I am waiting on an Amazon package to come in that has some bubble wrap in it so I can ship. So I have yours. It's waiting. It has your name and address on it.
let's
I'm just
go.
literally
And guys,
waiting on some bubble wrap.
so another thing we're doing is we are going to be opening our store soon. We're going to be, starting small, just keeping it simple with some trauma bonding and free the three stickers and some other things like that. But we definitely want to get those out to holders as far as redeemables and stuff. We want to reward the holders, and then if people want to buy some stuff, you guys can grab them. We definitely are going to put a lot of time and effort into them, and they're going to be hoodies. Definitely, we're not putting out cheap merch, guys. Like we've seen so many projects do it, and it's disgusting. Like when I order clothes, I'm really picky about them, and like we are gonna do everything high quality. The stickers are bomb proof and glow in the dark. Okay, like these are not cheap stickers. Like we're doing this the right way. We want to make sure we roll out good merch, and that's definitely a side thing that we're doing right now. But I do kind of want to show off. Oh, go ahead, JC.
I'm sorry, that was me swallowing a little bit of a nice little pale ale here.
So really, just to really kind of just summarize everything, guys. In boss fighters, you're really going for these. Okay, so these are your badges, and these are very similar to hourglasses big time. The only difference is you don't actually need like space and stuff like that for this game. These actually allow you to earn tokens in the game while you're playing. But these badges, you can get a badge from just playing and you can sell it for $8. Like this is one of the starter badges, obviously. So this is one of the ones that you're going to drop most often. But some of these other badges are selling for quite a bit, and it's because if you're using them in game, you're able to actually earn the token while playing. So we're seeing some cool stuff. Obviously, there's some other things in here, different boss skins. Because there's as JC said, you could play as the boss or the fighter. And what was the other thing? I think it was a voucher. So vouchers are again, I'm not really sure exactly his work. I know he talked briefly to us about him. We are just getting into the ecosystem ourselves, guys. But I do see a lot of potential here for free to play players and for people that might actually want to
Yeah, you guys saw me running around. I don't know if you were paying too close of attention, but obviously I'm a level 1, and I was in there in the match with a level 19 and a level 23 and a level 6. Just because you're not, it's not like in Big Time where you have to have kind of like near levels to go into a dungeon together, and you also don't have to have like I went in there. That's my second match ever. I don't have any equipment attached at all, so you can go play. Like the equipment only affects you and your character, and like the ability to generate prizes or do some other things as well. But you don't like it's not like in Big Time where you have to have, oh, well, now I need this particular crafted NFT, or I have to go have so many time crystals. Where you can play the game regardless. Like it's always the same arena. The things that you buy, like what Reptar's pointing out here, or sell, those affect your character's ability to generate prizes or to reduce your cooldowns or whatever. But they don't affect your ability to get into a game or a match. So I
exactly.
like that change a lot.
And like this is mostly what you're going to be getting. And so I also was under the impression you can get between like 1 or 2 a day or something like that. So it's like the earning is pretty substantial. And it seems like a pretty fun game. We still are going to be heavily involved in Faraway. Faraway's got coming up soon, but we're in between seasons right now with that. Obviously, Illuvium is still a project that we're
Other
really
side land seems to be
dude. They're
at least
developing some.
at least getting a little bit of mention.
Yeah, they are. No, they're getting ready to launch
Oh, do
something
you guys
big
know
too.
we have a I think it's a diamond plot in Unreal Kingdoms
I was literally just gonna say that too. In
and a
code,
friggin' 8-story mall.
so there's like a lot on the horizon right now, guys. But we are in kind of like a dead zone right now. We're kind of, we're in between a lot of seasons and some projects. But I think Boss Fighters is something that's looking really promising for what we're trying to do here. And again, we want to start working with the other guilds and getting closer with some of the other projects and the other ecosystems too, because we have a feeling things are really starting to come back, and we want to be positioned in a lot of these successful projects and ecosystems, because again, we're targeting ecosystems because 1 or 2 games can fail in an ecosystem. Like Axie Infinity is a perfect example. Like they had one game and it failed and now they're irrelevant. So it's like we're looking for projects that are building multiple games because they can handle a couple failures and then have a couple winners that carry them through. So it's definitely looking promising. When I see other guilds getting involved in it, I there's some, because if they're spending their time doing it, then there's a reason for it. So, and same thing with Illuvium.
And I'm
Illuvium is
looking.
going through a period right now too, but
Yeah, I need to dive back in. I don't know about you guys, but crypto, the currencies are all sideways chop right now, and they're kind of boring, and it gets annoying to just wake up in the morning and you know check your charts 50 times a day every 4 seconds and see no movement, and you jump on, click the swords, guys. You jump on YouTube to get the latest crypto news, and all you see is stuff's pumping. This is gonna be great, and you go and look, and it's like up 0.3%. You're like, shut up, nothing's pumping.
ew, and look at this, JC. Look at this. Do you see
I
this?
pumping.
Oh my god.
Just a
Do you see
reminder,
this?
we have 51 swords clicked, and we have 41 people in the channel. So
Total.
yeah, if you're not in the voice channel, you're not winning. 'Cause that
Hey,
means you're
and so look at this. Look at this. We have Alpha Boss, Alpha Fighter. Love this. Alpha Railgun.
I had a few of those guns, the gold ones. I
Oh,
sold them a
Range.
long time ago.
let's
Oh,
go.
cool.
Nice.
It's funny because Range was actually one of the first people in this guild he started playing boss fighters before it really was on our radar because he was checking out some of the other games. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I didn't really play it a whole lot, and I made like $1,000 from free stuff that I got from it. I don't know how I got it or why I got it, but I got a bunch of legendary cosmetic weapons. I got a bunch of or the
Didn't you buy a
gold
chest or something?
quality.
I was like, looks like
I don't
legendaries
know.
are
I can't
selling
even
for
remember.
$100. So heck yeah, let's
Oh
go.
no. It was the mythic ones. It was I think I had that Alpha Striker, that rainbow.
Nice.
I think I had the Alpha Lobber rainbow. I had a bunch of the rainbow guns.
Cool.
No, that's
That's-
awesome, dude. And how long
checks out.
how long do you say you were
Nice. I think I played it for like a few weeks, to be honest. Because and then I had some other stuff going on, and I lost a little bit of interest.
Well, and that's the thing, dude. That's a good get for playing something for just like a few weeks, and that's kind of the thing, guys. Is like we know that playing one game to grind tokens gets boring. That's why we try to keep multiple games on our radar. That's why, like in positions like right now, between seasons, between these different games, like Serum City was one of the most fun games that I played in Web3 in a long time.
Oh yeah.
And I really can't wait to get back in, but right now the season's not active. So it's like we're just looking for winning projects right now, and OpenLoot's been doing pretty well. They just had their token launch and stuff. So we're starting to really pay more attention to them and see kind of how their ecosystem develops.
They're doing good things with their because they have multiple games. I think they've got 4 games right now. Big Time is active. Boss Fighters is active. The other 2 are in the works. But in addition to their own in-game currencies and ecosystems, they also all of the activity on the OpenLoot games generates OpenLoot reward points, and they finally got crap fixed so that even in the US you can convert that to OpenLoot token. So just for playing the game, you get reward points that convert at a 100-to-1 ratio for an actual crypto token. You don't have to do and that's even for big time free to play. You play the game, you can get OpenLoot reward points. And now they've got it to where even in the US, except for probably New York because you all suck, you can convert your reward points into OpenLoot token. The other day, once they got it fixed to where you could use OpenLoot tokens in the US, I actually converted to OpenLoot tokens and then bought an item. I think I bought some time crystals for OpenLoot token. It didn't cost me any money. It just cost me gameplay time. So
And guys, and that's the thing. That's
I
the
want to
big
say, I don't know, a couple $100 worth.
And that's the thing, man. Like the reason that this is getting my attention right now is you guys can see some of the high value things that are selling right now, and really all you need to like really earn some of the stuff is you need a badge, and the badge is essentially what's allowing you to earn the token for a limited time. It's like an hourglass, I believe. It kind of just
And you can recharge them.
Yeah, you recharge it, and that's recharged within a currency you earn in game, so you don't have to really buy anything. But what I have noticed is obviously the higher ones, but you can earn a badge for free. You don't have to buy a badge in this game. You can earn them. I heard it takes about 2 days to earn a badge if you're trying to earn one through gameplay. And once you have a badge, you can start crafting it or whatever. And we're also going to be giving away a badge at the end of tonight. So we want to start getting people into the ecosystem and seeing what it's about, and we're going to be diving in as well. Just because some of these things are selling for pretty high value.
Yeah, keep an eye out. If the winner is not in the actual voice audience, this doesn't count. So
yes, you guys must be in the voice chat to qualify.
they can't hear that. So Death Party, I think, is in here. Death Party is
He is
usually
here.
in here. So
He's
yeah,
here.
there he is. Awesome. Or she.
Either way.
And it looks like Death Party is also in VIG. So
Love it. See, we can check all this stuff. We do
But
our
unfortunately,
best.
not an NFT holder.
We should probably maybe come up with something to remedy that for maybe one lucky person, shouldn't we, Reptar?
ooh,
Is that too?
Yeah.
Should we talk about that later? We shouldn't. We shouldn't talk about that now, should we?
Wait, you already teased it. Come on, we can't just tease him and then just change the subject.
We
What kind
absolutely can. I was in the middle of a rant there about, oh, you know what we didn't do? We definitely have to stop everything and give our disclaimer. So
of,
if you
you can't back to the ordinance.
we can't have people thinking that we are out here giving any type of advice, especially financial advice or legal advice. We give two pieces of life advice, and that's all we ever give. And this is good advice for everyone. It's don't be a moron and don't be a douche. That's our two pieces
Yeah.
of advice.
I struggle with those sometimes.
You know what? I do too, but like that's my goal in life is to not be a moron and to not be a douche.
See, that what Ice just posted, that's me being a moron, guys. Okay, so I mean, sometimes I break the rule too, but realistically, if you guys are making financial decisions because of some random strangers on the internet that are, posting goth mommies and NFTs, then you guys need to,
I went on a date with a goth mommy this past weekend to the mall. So that was cool.
See-
She bought me Cinnabon.
If you're watching, so now you have diabetes. If you're watching,
Did you say
this,
she bought you Cinnabon?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
good job. Hey,
I
sugar
didn't
mamas
get- I
are the
haven't
way to
gotten
go,
paid
my
yet.
friend. Let me explain. Like, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
But-
well, you're dating a brain surgeon, so yeah,
Not
you
a
know
brain
for
surgeon.
sure.
Not a brain surgeon.
Neurosurgeon, whatever.
Not
You're
a
surgeon.
neurosurgeon.
She's really good with her hands. That's all we gotta say.
Oh my God!
Am I gonna catch crap from Range if I say she's a microsurgeon?
Yes, you will.
That's probably why you two felt so good
Right.
together, right?
Oh
Alright,
my
the
God!
rest of the disclaimer is you hear us. We're goofballs. We're goobers. We're just random people on the internet. And if you think that random people on the internet have wise financial advice for you, you broke rule number 1 and you're a moron.
And
No,
guys,
it looks bigger because she does everything under a microscope.
you and range. I love that
Thank
you
you,
shared.
Range.
Correct. And Range builds her tools for her. The
Yeah.
electron microscope.
How is
Full circle.
how is the work going, Range? Are you happy?
Oh, dude, it's great. I'm so happy. I get paid for the first time in 2 days, so hopefully the check is fat and my belly is fatter.
Hey, if you
But
got
we
a
don't
bike
have to worry
yet?
about that.
Mm-mm.
I
No
love
money
that.
yet. I'm
Well,
hoping to get a bike by the start of the next year.
That's awesome, man. Just be careful on it. We love having you around. Say all the guys before you
Absolutely.
get. Like, we've been missing Range at game night, but we're happy you stopped in, man. And guys,
Yeah.
so to get back to what we were teasing, we do have a lot of things planned for the holders. A big part of what we're doing right now, guys, and we appreciate the patience because it's important, is we're really working on marketing and strengthening our relationship with some of the other projects that we've been we haven't been involved with very much lately, just because we've been doing a lot of things with the mint and on the back end for the project. It's a lot of work, but we just did our first airdrop for holders. There's going to be a lot more. And, we also want to keep it random and fun so people don't really know what to expect. And we really just need to keep plugging away. We got a lot of content coming out and Twitter Spaces and some more streaming events. So part of what we want to do for the marketing is we have a little plan for people, because we noticed that the people that have been holding the AO NFTs. Let me just get in here real quick. Our holders are just like so dedicated. I mean, I figured that we were gonna have some floor dumping in the beginning, because that's kind of what projects really go through. But I was just really impressed to see that not only is being a pre-release, the floor is holding pretty well. There's not any listed. There's one that I'm looking at right now.
I say
So
the
it's
only
like,
ones listed on Magic Eden are mine, and that's just because I figured I'd give somebody a chance to give me some money.
well, and what's but no, realistically, guys, we realize there's not a lot of these.
You cut out, Reptar.
Oh,
Do it again.
okay. It wasn't
Do it
super
again.
important. My back.
Kinda.
You is trying to play. Oh, yep. No, so we can touch on that a little bit. Yes, they are. Ice, if or Pumpkin, if you want to come up here, you can talk about it a little more. But essentially, guys, we have a ton of things planned for the holders, and eventually we're going to be doing the public mint. But we want to give a taste of what people are going to expect as being a holder before we really even do our first public mint. So we are going to give some people a chance to get one of these. Like JC does have one listed, but other than that, there's really not a ton that are out there right now that aren't being sold. So we wanted to do something fun for the community, and we wanted to do a raffle. So the way that's going to work, guys, is we're going to be selling raffle tickets. They're not going to be super expensive, maybe 20, and we're going to get a channel just for the raffle. And if you guys get a ticket, you can get in there. And,
You're
and
still
then
cutting out.
Reptar, you're cutting in and out. You might
All
want
right.
to drop
I will
off.
tell you what Riptar is. All right.
thanks, Doc. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. All right. So here is the plan. We will do a raffle for one of our NFTs. Now, if you missed out on this, if you're watching this or listening to this after the fact and you didn't know this, we have given away exactly one Alpha Origins NFT. And that person who won it here at a game night just happened to also win our first ever holders giveaway with a prize worth, I don't know, anywhere between $600 and $1,000, depending on what day you looked at those NFTs. But we're gonna raffle one, and what we're gonna do? Do you want me to give them the number, Reptar? How many tickets they're gonna be?
Can you hear me? Is this better or no?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. Seems pretty okay.
All right, make sure you play a sound effect or something loud.
Nah, you're cutting back out. Okay. Should I tell them how many tickets we're going to be raffling?
13 tickets.
No, we're not going to tell you. We'll tell you later.
You gotta tell them.
So there will not be a lot of tickets, and tickets. Reptar, I think he cut out. Yeah, he's coming out and back in. So I'm going to tell you since he's not here. We're going to do 30 raffle tickets. That's it. 30 raffle tickets, and I think they're going to be $20. I think. I don't know if we've.
That's crap. I heard every word.
Did you really?
Probably. Yeah.
We didn't hear all of your words though.
I'm gonna have to start Discord, yeah, or restart my Discord.
Uh-oh. I'll just wait till you go away, and I'll give them the rest of the details.
Do it.
So yeah, we're going to have 30 raffle tickets. If you want to buy one, cool. If you don't, cool. But it is your chance to have a shot. It'll be a 1 in 30 shot of getting an Alpha Origins NFT. So yeah, we'll have an address for you, and we'll have the details in announcements. But we did want to drop that alpha here. We do, as you know, we've done a couple of holders things. We've done. We did our first giveaway, which I said the value there was somewhere between $600 and $1,000, depending on what day you check the price of the NFTs that we gave away. There you go, Filsky. Yeah. We did the holders giveaway, and we also did our first random airdrop. To the cyborgs won that particular airdrop, so every holder of a cyborg got a little cash in their pocket. So yeah, we will continue with the airdrops and the giveaways. As you've heard tonight and in previous game nights, holders also occasionally get a little bonus prize, or maybe a prize multiplier for their winnings. So anyway, all that to
What a
say,
rumble.
Yes, please give us a random.
So am I back? Am I clear? Is Crystal or no?
You are back and you sound good.
Oh, thank God.
So I told him everything.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll see how long this holds up for. But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, This project's only going to be successful. I love that so much. Um, this project's only going to be successful if we give back to the holders. That is the only way we can make this sustainable and work for everybody. And I'm really excited to be able to kind of roll some of the ideas for utility that we have out. And a big one is the redeemables. Like if you have a signed NFT, those ones are the ones I would keep an eye on because we've been talking, we dropped some hints about it, but I don't like the idea of having an NFT and you get to redeem it once and like that's that. We want to be a little bit more fun about it, so we really want to take care of the holders as far as redeeming physicals and stuff like that. But the signature holders are the ones that are really gonna get some cool stuff. We're talking about some signed merchandise by the artists. Just for regular holders, we're talking like little merch and stuff like stickers and other things like that. We really want to do a lot of different things as far as utility. So
Trying to find. I think I only have one signed. Yeah, here he is.
So yes, signed NFTs, there are only gonna be, I think right now there's only like 20 of them out there. There's gonna be a total of I think around 200 that are signed.
It's either 100
And
or 200. I can't remember which. Is that one signed? Yeah, there
yeah,
you go.
so thank you. Yeah, so that's an example of a signed one. That's Ben Herrera's signature. Go follow him on Twitter. He makes new stuff all the time. He's still drawing stuff.
Yeah.
But
That is
it's not going to
currently
be a
number
one.
4 rarity on Magic Eden. But anyway.
Yeah, so because range popped in, I gave this example last game night, but I'm gonna say it again because I just think it's such a cool idea. We all know that range is a little Paul. He's just always racing cars and stuff. And Midnight Club, if you guys are familiar, is a Rockstar game, racing game that Ben Herrera, our artist, worked on. So let's say Range had his NFT, his signed NFT, and we really want to kind of personalize some of the stuff. So let's say hypothetically, if Range was like, "Hey, I like racing and stuff," and I gave him an option of these are all the things Ben's worked on. Here's some of our merchandise options. We really want to kind of be able to personalize what you guys get. As far as maybe a signed comic book, a signed video game copy, signed merch, like a sticker, that kind of stuff. We have Ice. That's awesome, and I'd hold on to him for sure because we really are gonna start scaling into stuff like physicals. I'm already working with Ben on getting signatures and stuff done. So we really want to do a lot for utility besides just the airdrops, but obviously that's still going to be a part of it, guys. So
hold the phone. Our favorite not Canadian but New Yorker that's
DJ.
our TA guy is here in the
Not
house.
Canadian. Hero.
Going on, DJ.
Oh,
Canada,
Hero.
Giro's about to be an American. Yeah,
did you guys see that? Holy crap! Did you see that?
That is a
it Alberta?
stack.
Is it Alberta that is trying to get a referendum on their like upcoming vote?
I did see something about that. Is that true or no?
Yeah.
Wow.
Giro said it's true.
Somebody
I
explain.
read about it. That's crazy.
Do what I
Yeah, DJ, if you can explain that.
You guys are all talking in code right now.
Okay, so Canada doesn't have states; they have provinces, and
Yes.
one of their provinces is trying to get on their ballot a vote, like within their province, to secede from Canada. And there's DJ's bulletproof stickers.
We need a 51st state.
Bomb-proof.
Let's go.
Bomb-proof stickers. Sorry,
That would be insane if that happened.
Wait,
I mean, it's probably not.
Are they going to be?
That's just funny in general that
or would they
it's
be?
even an hour.
I don't know, Ice.
I saw the new guy in Trump met up the new Canadian guy. Yeah, it seemed like they had a fine meeting. I don't know.
Well, it's so
I think he
funny
tries to talk crazy and shit, and then when he like meets these people, he's all nice and shit, and they're like, "What's going on?" Like he's throwing them all off.
Well, apparently he's like Trump endorsed him.
He said something like, "Oh, I'm happy you won. I'm glad I helped you win and all this shit and stuff." I'm like, "Geez,
Conservative Party and Liberal Party in Canada, Trump endorsed the guy that won." I was like, "Oh, what is going on? Is this real life?"
Yeah, it's craziness out there in the streets. Like, yeah, it's nuts.
And good old Fed doing what the Fed does, taking care of themselves. Who's it gonna be? Quincy.
Not awesome. Quincy's an OG.
Quincy been around for a minute.
Just because I saw a couple questions. And what was that?
Oh, I was gonna say, hey, Ice, you'll enjoy this. So, I posted this photo onto Instagram last week, and right now, where is it? Right now, it currently sits over 2.5 million views and 100-something thousand likes.
Let's go.
What?
Oh Lord. Thanks for that.
Is that how you get the date with the last goth mommy?
Goth titties in my face. Oh my god.
Whose number I asked
Classing
for?
up the live stream. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Range, I missed you so much.
This is why people watch the live stream and replay. And guys, we are. If you're not.
I've never seen the live stream. I wonder if it's awesome or not. I don't know. I've never seen it.
If you're not following Reptar, well, if you're not following the Alpha Origins TikTok, you're missing some freaking hysterical stuff.
I'm prizes tonight until we drop all the social links and we get everyone into the YouTube channel. Because if you guys aren't checking out the live streams recaps, I'm disappointed. I'm upset. I'm switching right now. But DJ, we have some things to talk about tonight.
It's big stuff, I hear.
JC,
there's big stuff happening out there.
Bored. He said earlier he's sick of checking his phone every morning.
I'm so tired of sideways chop. Win moon, DJ. Win Lambo.
When Lambo, right? When is the sideways chop going to be over? We could chop for a while, man.
Ugh.
I don't know exactly what the market's going to do, but I still think it's true that regardless of what happens, I really think that the Fed has the reasons, right, to remain hawkish. Like you were saying, what's he going to do? He gave an explanation. And basically the Fed has a couple of tools to use, right? A couple of guns in his belt. He's going into battle with inflation. And he's got to stay hawkish because I just feel like it basically is putting a check on Wall Street, right? And they got to turn around and he becomes dovish. And it's like he's losing one of his battles against inflation right now. He's just only got one gun. So he's holding the rate up high. I don't know. I think the market's slowly going to go down. It's going to be extremely slow. And like you said, we're just going to chop for a while, but he's got to remain hawkish. But Trump could still, say something, and I'd be afraid of being the bear right now. What if he comes up and says, "Oh, we're working with China, tariffs"? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. Trump, he's teasing, supposedly it's done over there, right? And that'd be huge news for the market to get a deal done with China. So he could just pump the market. He's Trump. Yeah. But he has to control them by, I think, de-escalating that conflict with China. And, Powell said today he's not going to get pushed around by Trump. Trump doesn't move the market. So it's actually really interesting.
He says something, the market does something. So, yeah, he kind of does.
But he can move the market. He can come out tomorrow and say, China and I came to a good reciprocal 10% deal. We should all do business together.
Yep.
And do what's best for our countries, and everyone. It's like more fair game, and everyone the market fucking bombs, dude. It just goes crazy, dude. Alibaba and all these Chinese plays start just flying like the old days, big tech in China.
Like the old days.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, Alibaba was $350. It's 100.
Well, did you see
the other day 130 now or something? I mean,
now there's a new bill being pushed forward by the Democrat Trump haters that that no elected official is allowed to buy, sell, trade, create any type of crypto.
I saw that he said that he would sign that. He said, if put in front of me, I'll sign it.
Yeah, but I mean, what kills me is they're happy to allow each other. Like, they passed a law allowing themselves to insider trade stocks, but because Trump likes crypto, they're like, no one can hold crypto, and it's just like, come on, guys, can y'all be a
bad idea?
Guys, click ICE has just posted the Twitch link for Reptar's Twitch channel. We're going to do a couple of races in the Twitch chat. So if you'll click
In
on
honor of Range's million-view video.
that's a
Million
views.
views.
Let's
That's
go.
2 million. Thank you very much.
So guys, what we really want to do, so thank you Ice for posting the TikTok, because guys, we are gonna be posting, we're gonna start selling some merch on there at first, just because we're starting to get a following on there, and we see a lot of potential in advertising on TikTok. So we're gonna start doing short form content and stuff. I'm thinking of maybe blowing up a couple stickers to prove that they're bomb proof. So if you guys get a sticker, maybe get a couple extra, and maybe we'll do some fun kind of prize for blowing up your stickers safely, of course. Blow up stickers at your own risk, please. We're not responsible for any injuries.
Not explosive advice.
Not explosive advice, but
Do not do anything illegal where you live. But
yes,
if,
we will definitely get coupon codes and stuff and
if
stuff
you
like
have
that.
access to tannerite and a firearm,
I do.
and
do.
it's legal in where you live,
I
and
do.
you wanted to blow up a sticker to see if it was bomb proof,
Thank you. Exactly. So
provided
guys,
everything is legal.
we really are focusing heavily on the marketing for the project, because we want this to be a success. We're going to be sending out a ton of stickers, guys. This is our old logo that we have on the stickers, and we're actually have. I will share one sticker design that I really like, and I think
I've
that
seen these.
yeah, so these ones are glow in the dark, guys, and they are also bomb proof. And we are doing multiple sticker designs, so this is not the only ones there's gonna be. There's gonna be a few more. But just to kind of give you guys an idea of what an Alpha Origins sticker would look like, I'm gonna share two of them just so you guys can have some variety. Because there's more than two, but we're going through. All right, cool. So this is one that I really put some time into and I really like a lot. And then I'll show one more that I just don't know which one I should pick.
I like that one.
I
It's
guess
not my
that.
favorite one you did, but that's a good one. This will be one of
No,
our.
you're.
This will
I
be
know
one of
which
our
one's.
stickers.
Yeah, this is. I'll show you.
That one's okay.
I really do like the other
I
one.
want
don't
the
know if this-
the blacklight sticker.
Yeah. So and again, guys, these are both going to be glow in the dark, and then we got some other designs and stuff that we're
That's
doing.
my favorite.
It's a nice one. I really like it. But we're gonna be putting out more merch. We're just kind of testing it with stuff like stickers. Obviously, we're gonna be giving away a bunch of them. It's not as it's a knife, okay?
Yeah.
It's
Otherwise, he needs to go see a doctor. They have pills for that. You shouldn't be glowing red. That's bad. That's an infection.
it's Scorchman playing big time, and there's the chest right there. But yeah, guys, we really there's a ton of other sticker designs we've been working with, but these are a couple that I think we're probably gonna put out there, and just some other things too, is merch, hoodies will probably come down the line too, and if you guys want to see stuff like that, definitely go join the TikTok, and we'll have all that stuff listed on there. We are gonna be opening probably a Shopify as well, just because Shopify is really the best way to do it anyway. TikTok's shop's kind of just like a side thing, but we're gonna be connecting all this to the website, so it'll be pretty streamlined for you guys to order stuff. And again, we're gonna take care of holders with stuff like physical merch and other things like that.
Yeah. Sorry, Filski. AR does stand for Armalite Rifle, just because they were the first people that made it. Yeah.
Really?
AR
I
does not
always thought
stand.
it was assault rifle.
AR does not stand for assault rifle. There's no such item. Assault is an
So what-
Liberal
action.
labels.
Rifle is an item. Yeah.
So what's
Liberal
called-
Armalite
labels.
is a manufacturer. Like Q-tip is a manufacturer. Like Band-Aid is a manufacturer. A bandage is the generic term. Band-Aid is what we all call it, but that's actually a brand name. AR is technically a brand name, although it's become ubiquitous for any black rifle that takes a detachable magazine, which is not true either. But anyway,
What's the A and AK stand for?
it's Russian.
Is it automatic? It's not automatic Kalashnikov, is it?
I don't think so. I'm
Interesting.
not
No,
an
it's
AK guy.
Kalashnikov.
Who's got the AK? Yeah, thank you, PK, Russian dude.
I got an AK.
And
Oh, thank you.
Androv or something, I don't know, whatever. It's the dude's name apparently. So
Haha, to Google.
So, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start the race. Sorry about that. The countdown has started. It looks like everybody got in. But yeah, no, it's guys, try to blow these up because we're curious just as much as you are if they are
Can
if you
can
have
we
the
talk
same
real world for just a minute? Why should
of course.
you as a community member be blowing up our social media? Well, if you are in our community, how does it benefit you to have more people have eyes on our project?
That
Thank
is a
you.
great question.
Thank you, Ice. Actually, it is automatic Kalashnikov. Um,
Of tomat.
yeah,
Odd
that's a
format.
you anyway. So
Kalashnikova.
why does it benefit you to have more eyes on our project? Why should you boost our social medias? Why should you care? The more eyes on our project, the more people come in our community and drop knowledge, and the more people in our community, the more these big game developers see us as a resource to be tapped for early access to their projects. Early access to projects is where we can make the best money. Yes, Filsky, you are also right. If we get more holders for the NFT project, that's how an NFT project works. If you have a higher demand, price go up, right? Everybody understands that, and that's all well and
Reptar
good.
follow somebody.
But why is this? Is it frozen? Oh, thank you, Reptar.
Nope.
There you go.
Sorry about
So
that,
yeah,
guys.
so more people and more eyes and more popularity for our community means more projects that are out there building are open to us so that we can have early access to play test and to reap some rewards. We also will have the NFT project. More people looking for the NFT means the NFT price goes up, means you can buy, sell, trade, make money, which is also good. But the more people that buy and sell the NFTs, the more money goes into the community pool, which means our prizes get bigger. So we win on multiple fronts, and you win on multiple fronts by
And
being,
that
I know that's like insider trading and insider baseball stuff, but you know what? Let's be real. Why do people want likes and subscribes on their YouTube channel? Because they monetize it. Well, what happens when we monetize our stuff? Well, our community pool gets bigger, our prizes get bigger and better. So, that's what you get out of it.
And I love that you put it that way, man, because at the end of the day, a lot of these projects aren't sustainable. And we kind of learned that the
Night
hard
range.
way in a lot of projects. So there is a way to do this correctly, guys, and there's a formula to have a successful project. And it's not brain science or rocket science or electron microscopes. Love
Yeah.
you, Range.
The
But it's
the point is we
you know
all win. Like it's not this community is not about the five people with red names that are part of the ownership. And I say ownership in the loosest way possible. Like that's not what this project is about. This project is like Alpha Origins is about the community. The five of us just happen to be the people that founded the community and decided to create. The only thing we get out of this is we'll take a little bit of profit out of. Whoops! Don't do that. Out of the NFT project, but 50% of the NFT sales and the oh gosh, what do they call it? What do we get off of secondary sales? Uh, what's the word? Help me. Help me.
royalties.
Royalties. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the
Commission?
royalties go to the community pool. What does that allow us to do? It allows us to buy good prizes. That allows us to give away more stuff. That allows us to give fun airdrops. So like yeah,
More
this is not
liquidity
this
pools.
NFT project is an add-on that allows us to do more cool stuff for the community. But ideally, our community grows to the point where anybody in our community that's active and wants to participate in these upcoming Web3, Ready Player One developing style stuff, like we have early access. We're the guys that are playtesting. We're the guys that have the ability to get in with these bigger, like the bigger our community, the bigger the publishers we can get in. Imagine that we got in with Rockstar or Activision or EA because we all know that games persist. And we've all seen Ready Player One or listened or read Ready Player One. We know that we're going to go to a metaverse, multiverse. Once AI takes over and we have nothing to do with ourselves, we're going to be friggin' playing in a VR metaverse. And is that 5 or 10 years away? Maybe. But if Alpha Origins can be a force to develop that and to help that and to test that and to be involved, not only is that hella cool and fun, our community as a whole should be able to make a little bit of money off of that, or maybe a lot of bit of money off of that.
I love that, man. And guys, that's really like in a nutshell,
That's
like
the
at the
dream.
base what this is. Like that's what this is about, guys. Like there are big companies that are taking this technology and these games and these projects seriously, and it's really going to kind of change the way that games are played and a lot of other industries in the world. It's not even just about gaming, but it's just about everything. And we really want to keep
Aw,
being a
feels
part of it.
gay. Martian past you.
And I know they've been going neck and
They
neck
keep
the entire
crashing
time.
into stuff
Oh,
and passing each other.
Orioles
Oh,
coming out of
Coriol!
nowhere.
Up on the outside. Oh, it's
Oh,
Martian! Let's go, Martian.
awesome. Love it. Martian, love the Illuvium badge too, man. Like Illuvium is an awesome. We love that ecosystem too. It's just kind of on a standstill right now, but guys, like we're really doing a lot on the back end here, and we have so much to really roll out and get started. And again, anything you guys can do to help us with the socials, that is really the biggest thing that we need right now. Is just getting the word out there about what we're doing here, and we really want to get these stickers out to some holders and different merch for some of the signed people, just so we can get some stuff out there and show people what we're doing here.
Well, Reptar, it is 9:55. What all we got left here?
All right, so what we will do is we'll probably do we can rumble and we can do a classic just in case there's a bounty.
Oh,
But
yeah,
what
we
I
should
want
do
to
that.
do, I want to give away a common starter badge for boss fighters. So, guys, if you win the prize tonight, you can sell it for $8. We're not going to give you the cash value. We're going to give you the NFT. Um, and if you want, you can go sell it for $8 on the OpenLoot ecosystem. At least you figured out how to use OpenLoot, and you might want to go check it out.
Is there a
If
way to
not,
send those NFTs?
yes, there
Yep.
is. So open.
OpenLoot, all you have to do, and make sure you do this when gas is low, but you actually withdraw it from OpenLoot, your OpenLoot wallet, to your MetaMask or whatever wallet you have connected. But you can withdraw it and then send it like any other NFT.
Gotcha.
So they've really changed things and streamlined it, and honestly, like it's just easier for us to just give out the. It's better for us to give out the NFT because even if they end up selling it, at least they got to take a look at the ecosystem and just really,
Yeah,
we
and
want to encourage you
ultimately,
guys.
I was gonna say, ultimately,
To
we want to get back to where we were, kind of at the beginning, as a way for people to onboard into these ecosystems. I don't know if you're new, you don't know, you weren't aware that when we started out, we were the place where people came and asked, "Hey, how do I get started in this? What do I need to click on? What do I need to like? What do I connect? Which wallet do I need?" Like that's where we started, and that's what we kind of want to return to that and be the place where people can come and say, "I'm interested in this gaming ecosystem, be it Illuvium or anything in OpenLoot or anything with Faraway or any of these games that we're getting involved with." Playables, for example, has 5 games going right now. Nexus was the only one that we've all kind of played together. But like, we want to be the place where, if you're a part of our community, you can be like, "Hey, are you guys playing this? How do I get started?"
and that's the thing, guys. We can just give you an $8 NFT and you can go sell it and you made $8. But that's not what we're trying to do here. We're
Ooh, here
trying
we
to give
go.
you
What? All right,
is so
it's a
you.
classic. What does the bounty need to be?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, Scorch. Should we kill Scorch?
Wolf kill
Yeah,
Scorch.
yeah. My turn.
All right. Ice says kill Scorch with a wolf.
Also, if anybody trying to get into the big time ecosystem right now, Time Wardens I just checked was $27 for a common
That's the
one.
lowest they've ever been, by the way.
Yeah, guys, and that's the thing. Like, you know, we can just give away these NFTs and you can sell them, but the point is you can make a lot more by actively participating in the ecosystem. So we just want to make it easy for people to get into these things. I love Corio that you're saying that, like, you know, the Ruby Pass was like a huge win for us, and we want to do more things like that. And the more we grow, and you know, the more that we have on socials, the more we can reach out to these projects and get some of these things for you
Yeah,
guys and for the community.
let's just imagine that. Oh, I don't know. Who did World of Warcraft?
I think I want to say Blizzard.
Blizzard. Thank you.
Blizzard.
Let's just
Blizzard.
imagine
Blizzard.
Blizzard decides to come out with World of Warcraft 2, Web 3 enabled.
Oh, dude, we're in.
Let's imagine that our community has, like, our Discord has grown, our TikTok, our X, our YouTube, everything has grown, and we are a force in the Web3 gaming space. Imagine that
Guys,
Blizzard comes to us and says, "Hey, I see you have an active community that likes to get involved in Web3 gaming. Will you come play test World of Warcraft 2 with us and help us work out the bugs and help us figure out the economy and the ecosystem?"
exactly, man. And like when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out when I'm 40, you know, it's like it's gonna be huge. Like we just need one of these big game developers to come out with a big Web3 game, and this whole industry is gonna change. And there's gonna be a lot of money to be made. Like there's gonna be a lot of people building virtual businesses in these games, and like we want to be one of those people. And you know, a lot of these smaller games, you know, they're not gonna survive, but these ecosystems they have a chance. And but when one of these big game developers decides to take Web3 seriously, I think that's when stuff's really going to take off. And we're definitely going to be involved if something big like that happens with a big game for sure.
So that's the dream. That's what we want to be. So we're trying to keep an eye on things. I mentioned earlier I'm getting real tired of just watching Sideways Chop, so I'm trying to get back into the games. I'm trying to look at the different OpenLoot games and play the different games. I need to get my butt back into the Illuvium games outside of the land play. I need to get into Overworld and run around. I need to figure out what this whole thing you can do with, like, not even having to log in and send out your little, you know, robot to do stuff. I need to figure that out because it's like it's boring watching your crypto not do anything.
Exactly,
But
and
when
that's
your
why
crypto's not doing anything, that's the best time to get into DeFi. Because if you're doing a concentrated liquidity pool, you can do all between the ranges, and it doesn't. If it's all sideways,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's
land
true.
within those ranges.
exactly. And guys, I love that you brought that up, Ice, because there's always something to do. Like
Make your
whether
crypto work for you.
exactly. Like if things are ripping, you can either hold or you can do some degen 100x leverage stuff that I don't advise anyone do, but I like to do when
Not
DJ.
financial advice. Anti-advice. I will
But
give you this advice. Don't do that. Don't do leverage trade. I will never. Like I tried. I tried to do some
do
leverage
not
trading.
go 100x leverage.
Don't leverage. Don't leverage trade. You do whatever you want. Don't leverage trade.
But exactly. So guys, and realistically, you know, like I was saying, there's always something to do. Like you can either get into DeFi, you can just hold, or you can play some of these games during some of the lulls. And pretty soon, some of these games I think are really going to pop back off again, and it's going to be beneficial for you know us to be in some of these projects still. And oh, I remember everything.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
I remember all
When Jenny?
Jenny Well.
That was like the greatest little meme token ever. That was a lot of fun. I like that community. What was that?
Well, can we go
Big
check
Bad
in
Wolves?
make sure they're alive? Jenny, how's Jenny doing? Jenny, where
She
you at?
gone.
You know, it's
She
funny. My
gone.
wife's name is Jenny.
Yeah, so guys, if you want Jenny Wealth, then you need to be following the non-financial advice channel and just look into some of the things that we're doing, guys, because it's been a fun ride. We've definitely made quite a bit of money doing a lot of this stuff, and we think we're on the right track to
Wait, who is it?
really.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Spider
Spider.
Soul.
Is Spider in? Make sure Spider's in the actual
They're here. I
event.
think
I
they
see
just joined
Spider.
in at the last minute, but also
Mm,
in. But they're also in Pluto Alliance as well. So
okay. We
So they
see
get a
you,
free
Spider, with
pass
your
bonding.
girl next. What's the what is
Kat
that?
Dennings, Two Broke Girls.
Thank you, Two Broke Girls. I couldn't come up with the title.
I didn't know how much more I had to give you there.
Sorry. I was
I
just.
basically read off her IMDb profile.
I didn't see anybody. Nobody killed Scorch with the wolf, did they?
I don't think anybody got a wolf. Truthfully, everybody had daggers.
Okay. I tell you what, guys. It's 10:03. Ice
He
Kitty,
wants
give us
another
one
battle.
more classic.
There's all
last game of the night. One more classic
okay.
with the bounty. Kill Scorch with a wolf.
Because there's so Rumble has also recently come out with a temporary era, which is the Norse one.
I saw that. We
So
had
like
one earlier.
Norse mythology. But if you do /quest, you can see different ones to earn like backpacks or just a couple different things, titles, quotes, XP bonuses. So
Cool.
I'm trying to work on
Nobody,
going
Quincy,
through this
nobody
quest
got the
right now.
bounty on that.
No bounty.
No one killed Scorch with a wolf. That is the bounty tonight. Guys, it is important that you pay attention to the announcements. We will have the raffle announcements, including, to basically be a $20 raffle ticket, and we will only be selling 30. So quick math, that'll tell you how much money we're making, and you'll be getting an NFT if you win.
If I win the bounty, I will exchange it for 2 raffle tickets.
There you go. And $10.
No $10. $10 go back to project.
Okay, $10 stay in the community pool.
Correct.
Actually, $10 stay in my wallet, but
I mean, gotta feed your kids.
yeah, well, we're I'm trying to make sure we don't deplete the community pool wallet, so I'll fund some prizes to help out. Actually, I should say I'll fund my prizes. Everyone should thank my wife for funding these prizes.
I mean,
Shout out to Jenny Wealth.
She's a brain surgeon, so I think
She's
you're
not a
okay.
brain surgeon.
What does she do?
She's an eye surgeon.
Well, we really appreciate everything, and literally, guys, we have so much that we're gonna be able to do when all this stuff comes out. So keep an eye out because we do have some updates coming.
Yeah, sorry, Ice, not that type of microsurgeon. Guys, y'all don't
Actually,
even understand. Like we several months ago, I guess so 2024, maybe in September, October, I can't remember which.
first one dead.
You're dead. You can't win.
I got Python.
I see. God hates me. Look at that. God looked upon
God, you're ugly.
JC3 and realized what
You're so ugly.
I am ugly. That's somebody. It was funny. We were talking with we were in a chat the other day with a bunch of the OpenLoot and BigTime guild people, and I chimed in and said hello, and someone said, "Man, you got a great voice." And I was like, "Yeah, I got a radio face too." Yeah. So I'm not attractive. I sit at home and take the kids to that. Like I'm literally a stay-at-home mom, and I am not super attractive. So you draw your own conclusions as to why the missus.
Because you married a brain surgeon.
That's why she puts up with me. Like there's a reason she puts up with me, and it's not my looks.
I'm sure it's because you're a pilot too. You can just fly her places.
Actually, I've only flown her once. We did go look at some autumn colors last fall. It was nice. It might have something to do with the fact that
not
I folded
seeing any wolves yet.
I know, no wolves. No woofs. Who's getting the woof?
No puppies.
Let's go.
Puppies are the best. One of my puppies just turned 9 the other day.
I love that filter, DJ. Vast amount of wealth. That's so funny.
You had to scroll hard to get back up to that image.
I was like, what? What are you talking about?
I did. I really did.
There it is. I don't want a Lambo because, like, there was one time my wife had to go to a medical conference, so we decided to take a little vacation. But we were driving down Highway 1 in California, which is beautiful, by the way. So we decided to rent a convertible, and so we rented like this little BMW convertible, and it's so freaking low to the ground. I don't want a Lambo because they're so low.
Oh,
Like, I'm old.
late 60s Camaro for
Do
me.
you know how hard it is to get out of a car that low to the ground?
Yeah, that's why you got to get something like an Audi. You know what I mean? Convenient, yeah, economical. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, even now, I still technically own a freaking minivan. My sister's borrowing it, but I own a minivan. Minivans are freaking awesome. Sliding
You also
Guy
own a
owns
doors,
plane.
a plane and he's got a minivan.
You also own a
wife,
plane.
2 kids. I own 1/38 of a plane, by the way.
1/3. I'm sorry, I forgot the fraction wrong. But still,
That's one more 30th more than I have.
yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I joined a flight club, and
No, that's awesome, dude. I didn't know
Hey,
people did that. That's like,
the first rule of Flight Club is don't talk about Flight
oh,
Club.
nice, well played,
oh damn.
well
Oh,
played.
well, hopefully we're not streaming anymore. But I guess you're screwed now. So.
DJ.
DJ, okay.
DJ,
Hey,
DJ all right,
DJ won hot sauce.
$1,000. DJ won 10 grand. Let's go. Tweet
Wait,
it.
DJ
what?
won
I
hot
don't have
sauce.
10 grand to give DJ. What the crap?
That's a lie. That's a
DJ
lie.
can give it to himself.
You could sell off some of your XRP. You have 10K.
Dude, I am not selling XRP till it hits $10.
Let's
Hey,
go.
dude, you're gonna wait a little while.
Yeah, I know.
Just
I
hold
think
on to it.
it's possible by the end of next cycle,
Yeah,
for sure.
it's
100%.
it's possible this cycle, but it's probably not
Possible.
likely.
Possible, not probable.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sorry. I
I love
know
that
we would
story.
all love for JC to get $10,000 XRP because JC did say
We
that
would
he would
own
buy a
an
private island
island.
and pay for everyone to fly out there that had an NFT.
Guys, we're going to the private island. Okay, we just gotta wait.
Just think of the tax write-off of that, JC.
Oh,
For
speaking of,
business.
sorry,
Applications.
we are going to move. Like we're in the process of moving our business, the Alpha Origins LLC, from the British Virgin Islands to the U.S. since the U.S. is no longer anti-crypto. So we are working on that. We will be a U.S. based company here before too long. So hopefully that's something we're working on. I'm just trying to figure out the last few bits of logistics.
AO meetup?
Yes, we need an AO meetup.
Oh, it's happening. It's 100% happening. And we need some kind of ape fest level energy going into it. Like we need to make it a fun event. So we're gonna figure it out, guys. We definitely want to do a live meetup and get everything, get all the utilities squared away. But first, we really need to kind of push and get the message out there before we do the public mint. So we're gonna roll some stuff out. But again, guys, thank you. And JC, I will get that announcement out tonight about the raffle, and keep an eye out for some new channels, guys. That's how you're gonna be able to get a raffle ticket.
Yeah,
Guys,
Filsky,
again,
if XRP hits $10,000, I will fly every holder to our private island.
absolutely.
Do I get to pick multiple people for how many NFTs I hold?
No.
Damn it.
Sure, why not? I don't care. You can bring
Can
bring a plus
I'll
one.
gift
How
them
about
the
that? You can
NFT.
bring a plus one.
I will gift them the NFT, so you have to.
But guys, see, this is why
Loophole.
we're trying to cut it off at like 10, because we know we always go like 15 minutes, 20 minutes early. And then when we do like an hour and a half long event, it's like a 2-hour event.
It's like
and
11
it's just,
o'clock, and yeah.
so we'll have to watch and on the restream and stuff and other things. But guys, we love doing this. Like we're gonna be doing this every week as we always do. and we're gonna really get some more
Good night, Marshall.
info.
Congratulations.
Yes, in the AMA, guys, yes, thank you, Ice. I really appreciate that. Guys, we're gonna be doing our first AMA at on Monday. I think Monday, JC, does Monday work for you? Is that gonna be good in the
Let me
afternoon?
check real quick. As long as it's before 2, I got to pick up kids at 2.
Okay, so I'm thinking probably like you got to pick them up at 2.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I
be
have
on
to
a
leave the house at 2 to go get in the car line.
Okay, so maybe we'll do like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I
Sound good?
can hang out at 1 o'clock. And
Would you
That's-
do it
yeah.
live in the car line or no?
I could literally sit on my phone in the car line. That'd be fine.
Okay, perfect. So guys, after 5 EST. See the problem with that is we have our. I mean, we could do it at 6, but that's I don't know
I
if that
won't be
works for
there at
you.
6. Well, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys know that obviously my wife is the breadwinner, so I am literally
So
the stay-at-home trophy wife, and so I am responsible for taking the kids to all their events like swim practice and ballet and all that stuff. So I will be at 5 Eastern. 5 Eastern doesn't work for me. 6 Eastern works for me because I'm sitting at the kids' swim practice. So
but one EST would be 12 Central, correct?
correct. That is
Yeah.
correct, Ice.
Okay, that would work.
So I'm thinking 12 Central, guys, probably for the AMA, and we'd appreciate you guys coming out. We're really gonna.
Are we gonna do that? We're gonna do a space. Are we gonna try and do a Twitter space or an X space?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're gonna be doing, and you guys can come up on stage. You can ask any questions about the project or anything that we're doing. We're gonna be trying to bring people in the Discord through Twitter. Is really what we're trying to do, or X as I should call it, but I use them interchangeably, so forgive me, Elon. But we really just want to make sure that we can get all the information out there for everybody. So we are probably gonna try and do one I was thinking maybe once a week, but that might be too much. It might be like a bi-weekly kind of thing. But we definitely want to get them out so you guys can ask some questions and hop up on stage, and we can get some new members in here.
Guys, if you're watching on the live stream or on the replay, thank you for watching. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. You know, all the social media stuff that does algorithm
baby.
stuff, blah blah blah. You know
Here.
how all that works. Give us a like,
Here's mine.
and if you will, if you're here in the audience or if you're listening or whatever, get in the Discord. Pay attention to our social media channels. I have a channel that's specifically posts our social media stuff. Keep an eye out on the announcements. We will be giving the details for the raffle that's coming up. There will only be 30 tickets. So yeah, words are hard when you've had a beer and a nice double bourbon. But guys, if you won tonight, you know the drill. Open a ticket in support. I will get those prizes out to you probably tomorrow because I might have had a little bit too much to drink tonight. I need to go to bed because it's night time. But if you're watching, thanks for watching live. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching. Give us some comments, ask some questions. Tell us what you are interested in learning about. And for God's sakes, join the community because you can't win a prize if you're not here in the community.